Have you ever spent hours creating an amazing post, hit publish, and got tons of comments saying, "This is gold," or "Thank you so much for sharing this"? Yet somehow, those same people never buy your online course. Well, you're not alone. And today, I want to share why all that valuable free content might actually be the very thing keeping your business stuck. This is for all the course creators who are working really hard, sharing tons of knowledge, but still not seeing the sales they deserve. Well, let me tell you about someone called Lucas, and he teaches photography online. Lucas was posting awesome tips every single day. His followers loved him. Comments always poured in about how helpful his content was. He was making some sales, enough to pay the bills, but he could never break past that $12,000 per month mark, no matter how much content he created. And even though people clearly loved what he shared, most weren't buying his course. When we talked, Lucas was frustrated, confused, and he kept saying, "I don't get it. Everyone says my content is amazing. Why can't I go past that 12K month ceiling?" The answer was simple but hard to hear as well. Lucas had trained his audience to expect everything for free. By constantly giving away his best tips, tricks, and knowledge, he'd created an audience of people who saw him as the free photography advice guy, not someone they needed to pay. And this might be happening to you right now. Every time you post those helpful tips, those step-by-step guides, those valuable insights, you're actually training people to wait for the next free thing instead of buying your course. It's like opening a restaurant where you give away free samples of everything on the menu all day, every day. Sure, people will line up around the block, but would they ever pay for a meal if they got it for free? Here's where it gets more interesting. There's a huge difference between people who consume free content and people who buy. Free content attracts freebie seekers. Paid offers attract serious buyers. And these are two completely different groups of people. And if you're focusing all your energy on the first group, you're leaving the second group, the one that actually pays you. It's completely untapped. Think about the people who follow you right now on Instagram, Facebook, wherever, right? How many of them have actually bought your course? Probably an teensy fraction, right? That's because free content creates a certain kind of relationship, one where you give, they take. They come to expect valuable information without having to pay for it. But when someone buys something from you, even if it's just a small, low-priced offer, the relationship fundamentally changes. They stop being a passive consumer and become an active customer. They've shown they're willing to invest in solutions, not just consume free tips. They've made a clear statement, right? I value what you know enough that I want to pay you for it, right? And here's the magic. People who buy are much more likely to buy from you again. This shift in focus from growing a free audience to building a buyer base is what changed everything for Lucas. Instead of continuing to grow his audience, we helped him create a small photography guide priced at just $9. This wasn't his best material given away for free. It was a focused solution to one very specific problem offered at a price almost anyone could afford, right? And when someone bought this guide, we knew that they were different from the thousands of other people just liking and commenting his free posts. They were actual buyers. Then we built a simple path for these buyers to learn about Lucas's main course, his $1,200 comprehensive program. The results even shocked us. Within his 30 days, his first 30 days, Lucas sold his main course to 27 new students, more than he'd ever done in the last 3 months. His monthly revenue jumped from $12,000 a month to $35,000, right? Breaking through that ceiling that kept him stuck for ages. And he did it with a smaller audience of buyers rather than a massive list of free consumers. And that's the same approach that has transformed the businesses of over 1,600 creators just like you. From fitness instructors to business coaches, from cooking teachers to language experts, this shift from free to paid works across every niche. And here's why focusing on buyers instead of free content changes everything, okay? First, buyers are simply worth more. A small group of customers is way, way more important than free consumers. Second, buyers are more engaged. They open more emails, they consume more of what they purchase, and they take action at a much higher rate. And thirdly, buyers refer other buyers. When someone purchases your course and they get results, they tell other serious people, not just freebie seekers, okay? Because building a buyer base is actually easier than growing a massive free audience as well. You don't need to constantly feed the content monster just to stay visible, right? Think about what this shift would mean for your business. Instead of spending hours creating free content that mostly attracts people who would never buy, you could focus on finding and nurturing actual customers. Instead of having thousands of followers but struggling to make sales, you could have a much more valuable audience of people who have already shown they're willing to pay for your expertise. And instead of being on the content creation hamster wheel every single day, always scrambling to come up with the next post, you could have a simple system that attracts buyers automatically. It's not about working harder, it's about working smarter and by focusing your energy on activities that actually grow your business. The course creators who make the most money aren't the ones giving away the most free value. That's what you should know. They're the ones who understand the difference between free content consumers and actual buyers, and they focus their attention on the latter. And now you have the opportunity to join them all, right? If you're ready to stop training people to expect everything from you for free, start building a value base of buyers, then I've got something special for you. It's a step-by-step guide to making this exact shift in your business, right? Just click the link or button below this video to start using the guide now. Your perfect customers are out there. They're ready to invest in your expertise rather than just consume free tips. Let's build a system that connects you with them and transforms your business from a free content machine into a thriving, profitable course that actually grows. Click below. I'll see you there.